As you know, climate change is a very, very important topic, and each one of us needs to be part of the climate change actions and initiatives. So our students have created so many great ideas on how to tackle the challenges of climate change. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome our dear students and Dr. Hiba from the College of Humanities and Sciences to discuss their bright and innovative ideas and to stress their commitment and Ajman University's commitment to be part of the global action to address climate change challenges to secure a sustainable future for the upcoming generations. Dr. Hiba, the floor is all yours.
Thank you, Ms. Maya, for this webinar and for this introduction. Assalamu alaikum. I would like to welcome you all to this webinar. It's really nice to have you all here. I'm Hiba Abu Khousa. I hold a PhD in bioorganic chemistry from MENA University. And I also study water resource. So basically, I have experience in water and food analysis and an experience in teaching at higher institution level as well. I have gained experience in educational field through teaching many courses at AU over the course of several years, including chemistry and environment. Science of energy and the global environment, which is environmental science course, is one of them. This course is designed for students who need to gain knowledge in global environment science and the energy field in general. In the past few years, young people have been making waves in environmental activism. Young people are becoming leading pioneers in this field, actually, in an attempt to protect and save our planet. Therefore, our keynote speakers in this webinar are students who are enrolled in the environmental science course. These students, activists, would like to share their ideas with you on how to make Ajman University campus a green campus. Dear activists, the floor is yours. Good luck. Maya, back to you.
Thank you, Dr. Hiba, for this amazing introduction. It also gives me great pleasure to inform you that this webinar would be also run and moderated by students. So it's a full project done by only students. I would like to introduce our first moderator, Karen. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Karen Saad from the College of Business. Pleasure to be here.
Moving on to Nurhan. Can you please introduce yourself to us?
Hello, everyone. I'm Nurhan Ibrahim Baravi from the College of Business.
Moving on to Abdulrahman. Can you please introduce yourself to us?
Hello, everyone. I'm Abdulrahman Sweih. I'm going to be moderating this session. I'm from the Engineering and Information Technology College.
Excellent. This session will be divided into two parts. The first part will be given in English, and the second part will be given in Arabic. So let's commence the English session.
Distinguished guests, good afternoon. First of all, I would like to welcome you to this webinar. Thank you for your precious time used to attend. I'm proud to announce that this is AU's first ever Green Campus Initiative webinar. And our presenters today are AU students from different colleges joined together to share interesting ideas to make AU greener, proving their love for our environment and future. After all, environment is one's property to destroy. It's everyone's responsibility to protect.
We begin our session with a series of presentations on how to make AU more environmentally sustainable and greener. Starting with Sustainable Environmental and Green Campus presentation by Moza Zaabi.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Moza Zaabi from the Engineering College, Biomedical Engineering. Today, I'll talk about the Sustainable Environment and Green Campus. We will try to apply some useful changes to the university for a greener educational in the university. What is a green campus? First of all, a green campus is a place where environmental friendly practices and education combine to promote sustainable and eco-friendly practices in the campus. Green campus is also a concept to build sustainable living practices that the environmental friendly in the educational institutions around the world. Sustainable environment in college campus impacts students to live positively on a daily basis as well. Why is sustainable environment important? Environmental sustainability is important because of how much energy, food, and human-made resources we use every day. Studies in the US have shown that students studying in active green campuses have better knowledge retention capacity, environmental behaviors, and community solidarity. There are three types of pillars of sustainability. The first type is economic development. Economic development is about giving people what they want without compromising quality of life, especially in the developing world, and reducing the financial burden of doing the right thing. The second type is social development. This is about encouraging people to participate in environmental sustainability, of teaching them about the effects of environmental protection, as well as warning of the dangers if we cannot achieve our goals. The third type is environmental protection. This concerns how technology will drive our greener future. It's recognized that developing technology and biotechnology is the key to this sustainability and protecting the environment of the future from potential damage that technological advances could potentially bring. How to make Ajman University a sustainable and greener campus. Now, these are my ways that I thought of making our university a greener campus. We are making webinars for those interested students, but in my opinion, I think we should make some more to spread our sustainability throughout the campus. And this is by replacing the light bulbs with LED lights or any other energy-saving alternatives. Now, I get that this might be risky in some way, but it's better to save power sources because some doctors, after finishing their session, they keep the power sources and projectors open, and that's a huge waste of power. Now, the third point is placing massive recycling boxes in the corridors. It would be very beautiful placing recycling boxes in the corridors for all students to see. By this way, we will have a huge percentage of students encouraged to recycle. I also think we should reduce the packaging usage in the student hub as there are tables and chairs to sit on. And us, as students, we either sit and eat or we put our food in our bags for a quicker move. What's your way? What's your strategy for a greener Ajman University? Thank you.
Thank you, Moza. Now let us welcome Shahid Al-Dawila from the College of Engineering and IT, talking about Sky River to a Greener AU.
Hello everyone, it is Shahid Al-Dawila from Electrical Engineering Department. My strategy basically to a greener AU is providing Sky River machines into the university. So what is Sky River? Sky actually stands for air and river stands for water. So Sky River machine is basically a machine that converts air to water. How it works and how it does that, it harvests the humidity in the air. After the water is collected, it will be filtered. So you can use it and you can drink it. What is the benefits of using this machine into our university? First of all, it will provide us a high quality water. How it does that? Because it is a 99.9% pure, because the atmospheric water is much cleaner than the groundwater. Besides, the machine itself will have a filter. This filter have from 2 to 3 ultraviolet lights that will kill all the germs and bacteria in this water without any change to the water composition. Also, it will not be not stored water, so it will reduce the amount of diseases, and we will avoid the use of a plastic. Finally, it is a water sustainability. We will conserve the water sustainability. What I mean by that, I mean that the water supplies will remain constant. As we all know, the water is a very important resource. So the country must ensure that they have enough water to meet all the daily needs. So we will have one step towards this goal by Sky River machine. Finally, the university provides us water in two ways, either vending machines or the water in the cafeterias, of course. But the vending machine cost is actually around 20,000, but the Sky River is around 5,000. So I know probably the vending machine is a good investment, but the Sky River machine is an amazing investment in our environment. So as I said, it is a one step towards a better environment in the university, and then it will be a better to our universe. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Shahid, for the very insightful presentation. And now we're moving on to Qasim Hussein, who's going to share about his presentation titled Live with Less Plastic.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. It's Qasim Hussein, I'm a fourth year dental student, and this will be my presentation, Make It Green. I will be talking about one of the many ways that we could make our university greener or more environment friendly. My idea revolves around the reduction in plastic use, basically reducing the amount of plastic that we use in the campus. To start with, I will give you some of the drawbacks of using plastic. Reducing plastic requires an enormous amount of energy and resource. This will cause carbon emissions and will contribute to global warming due to generation of the greenhouse gases. Also, yes, recycling is an option in case of plastic, but only 9% of the total plastic ever produced has been recycled. It's not as efficient as stopping using plastic. About 60% of these discarded plastics are thrown into the landfill and ocean, contributing to water pollution or land pollution, and it stays there for thousands of years and transforms into microplastic, which would leach into our food and water supply. Some benefits of reducing the use of plastic include lower CO2 emissions, reduction in pollution, lower demand of fossil fuel consumptions, saving animals and humans, and most importantly, saving our environment and our campus for our future generations. Here we have some of the effects of plastic on the marine animals or the sea animals. Such animals as seabirds, whales, or dolphins can become entangled in plastic matters and basically die of no oxygen, no food. Some other animals would mistake the floating plastics for food and consume them and suffocate and die. My idea is that our university asks the students to bring their own reusable water bottles, as they are basically cheaper over the long run. They are customizable for the students. They could save the water's temperature for a longer period of time. Most importantly, it's environment friendly. So if the students that could bring their own water bottles and stop using the plastic bottles, and the university could provide them with the station to refill the bottles, that would minimize the use of plastic massively. This could go alongside Shahad's idea as well of the Sky River machine. So the university provide us with the Sky River machine. The students bring their own water bottles. That's a great idea. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Qasim. Now Nawal Muhammad Ali will share her presentation titled Live with Less Plastic.
Hello everyone, my name is Nawal Muhammad. I'm from College of Engineering and IT. My idea Live with Less Plastic is to make my university environment greener. My idea as shown here, replace the water bottle with recyclable cans. It will reduce plastic consumption and are environmentally friendly. My idea here, as I mentioned before, providing an advanced system for the water filling station at our university by a reusable bottle so that we can fill up the water at the water station by scanning the code to fill the water. It is an advanced system that is environmentally friendly and helps to reduce the use of plastic. Most of the waste is from water bottles, thus using cans or reusable bottles will reduce plastic consumption. This our university will be developed and environmentally friendly. Thank you.
Thank you, Nawal. Next up is Abdullah Walid from the College of Dentistry, talking about from trash to can.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Abdullah Walid from College of Dentistry. Today I will be talking about transforming trash to cash. It seems interesting, right? I know what's running in your mind right now. How could it be possible to get cash from something unuseful with effortless way? And more importantly, saving the environment. But we made it possible by using reverse vending machine. It works by depositing a plastic bottles into the machine. In addition, getting cash, rewards, prizes, and much more. By having this machine in Ajman University, it will highly encourage the student, staff, and to preserve the safety of the environment and to protect people from pollution. Let's see how it works. First, the AU student or staff must enter their ID into the machine and start depositing all the plastic bottles collected. And then the machine will be printing a receipt with a unique QR code. With the cooperation with AU IT staff, these codes will be entered in the university website to check the number of bottles, cash, and rewards they have. At the end, every academic semester, there will be a winner, and will be chosen based on the largest number of bottles which have been deposited. This system can make a smart university as it works by highly smart waste management. As we know, the most used nowadays is the social media. We can also share some awareness videos and ask volunteering students to share it as well. By doing that, it will spread to the whole world. And now we're going to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of these machines. Okay, the advantages of this machine is saving money for the students, and it's environmentally friendly for the students and the staff. It's going to provide a greener and free of plastic, and encourage the people to preserve the environment safety. The disadvantage of this machine is it depends on the students and the staff cooperation, and it wastes their time, and the machine itself is expensive. And thank you.
Thanks a lot, Abdullah. Now Aisha Nasser will share her presentation under the title How to Make Ajman University Environment Friendly.
Hello everyone, I'm Aisha Nasser from College of Engineering and IT, majored in Electronics and Communication Engineering. I will talk about how to make Ajman University environment friendly. I have 3 ideas and innovative gadgets that can be implemented in Ajman University to make it more environment friendly. The first idea is to use human power. Exercise is a necessity as keeping our phones charged. The bike is an innovative way to do both at the same time. It's a sustainably produced table, charger, and stationary bike rolled into one. A disc bike to charge your phone with human power. The multi-device charging station offers an eco-friendly and healthy solution. Generate your own energy with a cycling desk. And all of that in just 3 simple steps. By giving people energizing exercise in their daily life while studying, working, eating, reading, or just relaxing on their pedal power bike, and then self-power people by turning human kinetic energy into usable power with the paddle generator. Enjoy and engage people with making them experience the paddle-powered furniture to charge and share their own energy. This bike will help to reduce the amount of electricity used for charging our phones and laptops or any other device also that we use in our daily life and need to be recharged every couple hours. The second idea is this innovative recycling vending machine, as Abdullah previously mentioned. A reverse vending machine, which is also called a recycling bottle machine and bottles recycling machine. This recycle vending machine offers a simple and clean design. Take one-way non-refillable plastic bottles and cans. The recycle vending machine also supports for multiple reward systems to operate money reward redemption schemes or card rewardings. All what we have to do is insert non-refillable plastic bottles and can, and then choose your reward if you want to donate with the reward or get a coupon or simply collect points. And there you go, you did a simple thing that have a bigger impact. And finally, the smart parkings. Adoption of electrical vehicle charged with electricity generated by renewable energy. These are charging stations that can be dropped into existing parking spots with no major construction work, where charging units hang over parking spots powered by solar energy. The green parking lots serve as a demonstration of various practices that can be used to reduce the environmental impacts of conventional asphalt parking lots, and this can reduce the urban heat effect. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, Aisha. Anas Haitham will share his presentation on green transportation.
Thank you, Karen. Good afternoon, everybody. I'll be sharing with you my thoughts today on transportation here in the UAE and give you some ideas that are actually a little on the global scale to how to reduce its harmful effects on our environment. So as you all know, here in the UAE, we depend on personal vehicles 99% of the time. This is due to a couple of reasons. They, for example, give us freedom. You can take your car at any time you want, wherever you want. And gas prices, I know they have increased recently, but generally speaking, they are cheaper when compared to other countries. And simply our nature of life here requires us to use them. For example, the majority of us travel from other emirates like Dubai and Sharjah to Ajman to come to our university. And this great dependency on personal vehicles is significantly affecting our environment. And as you can see here in the graph, the number of personal vehicles being used and owned by people here in the UAE is increasing, and it actually just stops at 2015. So you can imagine the numbers now. So there has to be something we can do, right? I've thought of some ideas that if we all work as one to do them, might have good effects for the upcoming future. For example, those who are able to use alternatives to internal combustion engines, like buying electric cars, this would reduce the amount of harmful gases. But the problem with these electric cars is the lack of charging stations here. So perhaps our university could invest in an electric charging station to spike some encouragement. Also, mass transportation, this is on a large scale idea. You can look at a great example is Japan's exceptional train system. It connects the majority of Japan with each other, and it is efficient. And electric trains are having no emissions, so this would have a great effect on our environment. So our great leaders could set a plan, perhaps for the upcoming decades, and expanding the already existing metro system to connect the other emirates with each other. On a smaller scale, we could also avoid using our personal vehicles for shorter distances. For example, when going from our university to nearby shops and restaurants, of course, when possible, because I know the nature of the weather here does not allow us to. And some already are doing carpooling, which is basically sharing of car journeys that more than one person travels in one car. And this reduces the amount of cars being used at a time. And it also saves fuel. Yeah. So these ideas could be thought of as inconvenient or unaffordable, etc. But think of how much we would reduce the harm on our environment if we all work as one and work on implementing them. At the end, even if avoiding cars is impossible, that does not mean we can do nothing about it. Simply regularly servicing your car, like checking your tire pressure, traveling light, and also not speeding will reduce emissions and in return also save fuel. Also, one small note: I have noticed some students who are parked who have their car parked here in campus, they stay in their car and keep it idling for a long time. So this also increases the amount of emissions to our environment. And that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Anas, for sharing your idea with us. Now let us welcome Ayad Hussain from the College of Dentistry, talking about Save the Environment with Dentistry.
Hi, everyone. So making the environment green is very important to save the society and to avoid pollution and to save the atmosphere and to prevent the global warming in the future. So green dentistry can be a gate for a better future. It is very necessary to understand the importance of being eco-friendly in every facet of our lives. Dental practice has a very big in the society due to metallic and hazard release during the dental procedure. So as I'm a dental student at Ajman University, I suggest stopping using disposable material. For example, instead of using gown in one time and throw it, we can use the same one that the patient wear it in the hospital, but in different color. So we can wash it after each patient and wear it again. Also, also the napkin, we use it a lot there. So why we stop use it and change it with the material that we can wash multiple times, like the towels, so we can wash it, sterilize it, and reuse it again. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayat. Now we're going to move on to Abdulaziz Isa, who is going to share his presentation about decreasing the carbon footprint.
Thank you, Abdulrahman. Good evening, everyone. As we all know, our world is being threatened by global warming and pollutions, like the air, water, land pollutions, and many more. It is our job to minimize the damages of these pollutions and try to help the environment. To understand the pollutions, we need to be educated, and we use a lot of papers in this process. However, papers are also harmful for the environment. Yes, it's a small paper, but it causes a big problem to our environment. 34% of the municipal waste stream is paper, and it is the third largest industrial polluter. And in North America, it is the fifth largest consumer of energy. It also causes deforestation, air pollution, water pollution. Did you know that the production of paper uses water more than any other industry? Now, going on to the solutions and how can we help? First, we can recycle the papers we use, replace paper whenever possible, and have a sustainable forest management. The most effective way, in my opinion, is digitalization. We can use technology, have less papers at our desk. Instead of printing something, we can just save it in the hard drive or share it online. We can also drop the amount of paper we print by printing what's important only, or print on both sides of a sheet of paper. Nevertheless, we still use paper in education. A typical school uses 2,000 sheets of paper per day, which makes it 320,000 per year, which is also costly, and we are a part of it. Instead of asking why are they making us use so much paper, we should ask ourselves on how can we help. We can help in many ways, as I mentioned before. Don't print unless you have to. Don't scratch on a virgin paper. Use electronic storage and take notes digitally. If each one of us changed a few of their habits regarding paper consumption, there would be a huge impact. Ajman University has adopted digitalization since 2018. It helped improve the quality of business operations, reduce cost, and the carbon footprint. On the right side, we can see a chart that demonstrates the percentage of reduction in actual expenditures of stationery and printing at Ajman University. It has increased significantly since 2018, reaching 52% last year. Furthermore, this initiative has helped Ajman University improve its data management and become more adaptive to the fast-changing higher education landscape. Thank you everyone for listening. I hope that this has an impact on you and we all start helping the environment.
Thank you, Abdelaziz. Aisha Nahedi will now share her presentation titled Greening Ajman University Green Hour.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Aisha Nahedi from the College of Engineering. I'm going to talk about the idea that I named Green Hour. We all strive for a greener life and less harm to the environment around us to maintain a healthy and greener lifestyle. So to promote a sustainable lifestyle in our university and make it greener, there is an idea where we can have a green hour once in a week to encourage all students and faculty members and staff to interact with each other and get off work, improve our environmental impact and knowledge by this interaction between students and faculty members to break the barriers by doing something green, like growing and planting, recycling stuff, cleaning the environment around us, and switching off energy suppliers, simply enjoying our time in nature. We can add this 1 hour in all students' schedules or make each college have a different hour to interact with each other and do activities together. So this is a way to allow us to think differently about our environment and how we interact with it, as sharing positive small steps makes big difference happen. Thank you everyone for listening.
Thank you, Aisha. Coming up is Nada Muhammad from the College of Engineering and IT on her presentation of Saving Environment with Technology.
Hi, my name is Nada. I am from College of Engineering and IT. My idea is to save environment by using technology, which are sensors and smart education. So firstly, it's using a light sensor switch to detect motion or body heat in the area. The light will turn on when the person enters and turn off after the person exits. We can use it in common areas such as hallways, classrooms, bathrooms. They represent a significant energy saving because they only turn on when we need it and turn off by themselves when there is no movement. My second idea, as Abdelaziz mentioned, is to continue using technology instead of paper, given that paper makes up about 26% of the total waste in landfills. In addition, A4 paper requires 10 liters of water per sheet. We can reduce the use of papers by doing online exams instead of paper exams, doing online assignments, and making students write their notes using smartboard or their laptops. We are all responsible for protecting our planet, and together we can save our environment. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Nada. Now, Maha Muhammad will share her presentation titled Think Green.
Hello, everyone. My name is Maha from the College of Business, and today I'll be talking about how to become environmentally conscious in your decisions and how to think green. In this presentation, I'm going to share my thoughts on green living. Looking for a better way to start living an eco-friendly life, you may start by simply adding greens to your workplace, home, or even university. Today, I was asked to think green of the ways to make our university an eco-friendly environment, so I decided to think green. There are many simple ways to start renovating our environment. You can start by greening your commute, which means changing your habit and lifestyle to help the environment. Conserve energy, the next step, which means reducing the amount of electricity used in a day. This will help your financial and environment problems. Also, always go chemical-free, which will save a lot of medical and physical conditions. And as I researched, study shows the average woman uses 12 personal care products a day, containing 168 different chemicals. These chemicals are not just being used on you, they are also used and tested on animals. This can kill or harm them in very dangerous ways. All this can be prevented by simply choosing organic products. Here are ways to make Ajman University greener by replacing things such as going digital, preserving water, and conserve energy. Going digital is essential for organizations who rely on paper for their activities. And instead of using dozens of paper in our university, we can replace it with digital technology that may affect a dozen of trees every day just to make these papers and without considering the consequences. Every day, 80,000 acres of forest disappears from the face of the earth. Yes, we may not make a large impact, but we are still saving a large amount of trees. Conserving water in our university, I have seen the sinks that can be replaced by a better functioning sink. Our sinks in Ajman University are manual, and while they are cheaper, they are not better. We can replace them with automatic sinks with a sensor that stops when you remove your hands, saving us 2 cups of water per person who cleans their hands. I've also observed that the lights in our university are always on from the time the first person arrives until the last person leaves. And while I understand that the lights should be on for a variety of reasons, that doesn't mean we can't find a way to replace them. I did my research and discovered a light that detects movement and turns on automatically, reducing the percentage of lights used remarkably and saving a significant sum. With my observation, I found out that Jill Buck, the founder of Go Green, is the world's fastest growing comprehensive environmental action plan for schools, businesses, organizations, or homes by promoting environmental stewardship on campuses from preschools through universities. Concluding my research about Think Green, I showed many replacements that can reduce the percentage of polluting Ajman University. And I gave many reasons why or how. I think it is better for our university to give more effort for greening our commute and many more that I listed. As we all know, Earth is facing a lot of environmental problems, such issues like global warming, air pollution, ozone layers, and many more affect every human and animal on this planet. Therefore, people have to adopt their principles of eco-friendly living. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Maha. Now Omar Isam will share his presentation titled How to Reduce the Pollution in AU.
Hi and good afternoon, everyone. I am Omar Assam. Today I'm going to present my idea, which how can we reduce pollution at Ajman University. So now I'm going to present my main 2 outlines, types of pollution that we may have in Ajman University, and how can we reduce the pollutants that we may have. To begin with, we have many pollutants in our environment, but from my point of view, these may be the most in our campus. So noise pollution. Noise pollution is any unwanted noise that can be caused by humans or natural activities disturbing the environment. Secondly, the land pollution. It's a pollution that is caused by transport vehicles and the people put the garbage on roads and not in their dustbins. Thirdly, air pollution. And air pollution is the pollution that can be caused by vehicles and unwanted human activities. So here is the ways that how we can reduce these pollutants. So we can again with the noise pollution. So noise pollution, we can reduce it by lowering the volume of electronic devices. Secondly, we can shut down the doors when using noisy machines in labs. We can improve insulation in campus. Also, we can invest in noise-friendly flooring, and we can plant trees. Second is the land pollution. We can reduce land pollution by reducing the plastic polyethylene use. Also, we can recycle papers. And we can also throw the garbage in dustbins instead of throwing it in the streets and roads. When planting, we can reduce the chemical fertilizers and pesticides, and we can reduce the use of non-toxic cleaning materials. Thirdly, air pollution. Air pollution, we can reduce it we can turn off the lights when we are not using it. We can avoid the using of products with chemicals. We also can create specific areas for smoking and increase the planting of trees and use energy for saving light bulbs. Thank you.
Thank you, Omar, for sharing your insightful ideas with us. Now, Ali Muhammad Ahmad will also share his presentation on Greener AU.
How are you, everybody? I'm Ali Muhammad from Engineering and IT College of Major of Computer Engineering. Today I'll give you some ideas how to make AU greener. So first of all, I will be talking about carbon footprint. So what is carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, that are generated by our actions. Our role: we should try by all ways to reduce carbon dioxide emission, as it is critical to slow the rate of global warming, and we should do our best not to affect ourselves and the future generation negatively. We will mention some ways to reduce the carbon footprint. So purchase solar panels, as they use sunlight as a source of renewable energy to generate electricity. Second, replace the air conditioner filter with a clean one to lower energy consumption. And we can use rechargeable buses with our electricity charge or solar energy charge, as they emit fewer greenhouse gases and air pollutant than petrol or diesel vehicles. We can use a hydronic system which circulate liquid water, whether hot or cold, through pipes to provide heating and cooling to the building zones. And we can use a geothermal system for heating and cooling. This system consists of three main parts: a ground loop, a pump, and a distribution system. During the winter, this system absorbs heat from the earth and pump it into our university via the ground pipes. But during the summer, the geothermal pipes absorb heat from the university and exchange it with the cool subterranean temperatures. Green building architects. We can go green while building by the below ways. We can use energy, water, and resource in an efficient way, using renewable energy such as solar energy, as I mentioned before, reducing pollution and waste, and enable resource and reuse and recycle. Using non-toxic and sustainable material, such as bamboo, which is a type of plant that grows back quickly within only 3 to 5 years. It is 100% antibacterial and eco-friendly. If no chemical processed, bamboo make a perfect choice in the construction world, as it has a high strength. Building with putting into consideration to decrease the temperature of overall building by using cool roof, which reflect the sunlight and prevent heat from being absorbed by the building. And we can build like a system. It's named AquaWeb. The AquaWeb design is a modular, scalable building evolved system for greenhouses system in the university. The installation of the design is outdoor next to the parking area. The greenhouse will increase the level of green energy used in the university, and also increase its ranking by increasing that score. The system can be used also to power generation in small section outdoor to increase the green energy use case, including more of the system implementation can create a chance to decrease the amount of electricity and water resource in the outdoor spaces in the university significantly. The system also can integrate the interior as small plant bed into indoor, which will also increase the greenery scale of the university. The aim of energy is to save energy and also help a system to be healthier as decreasing the carbon print. And thank you for listening.
Thank you, Ali, for the beneficial insights. Now, Mariam Youssef will share her presentation on e-waste recycling drive for greener at Ajman University.
Hello, everyone. I'm Mariam Youssef from Engineering and IT College. So I have a basic ideas for how to make AU greener. The first idea is set up recycling station around campus, and the second idea is plan an e-waste recycling drive. So the easiest way to make our AU greener is to have a recycling station around campus. So how to do that? We can basically, for every trash bin on campus, is paired with a recycling bin for students to toss paper, plastic, and other waste into without having to sort it all out beforehand. Using this system, the university hopes to achieve a 50% waste division rate. So because we currently don't have a recycling bins, so what we can do, we can contact local recycles department, what types of material we can drop off with them. Work with our uni department to find spare bins and make sure they are clearly labeled with accepted materials. Place the bins in highly trafficked of our campus. We can have a team of volunteers to collect the recyclable every week, making sure to weight each bag so we can demonstrate how effective our program is. The second idea is the planning an e-waste recycling drive. As we know, college campuses are swimming in broken and outdated electronics. That's why setting up an e-waste collection event is a great idea for promoting campus sustainability. So how we can work with this idea? We can get permission from our department to set up collection bins in an on-campus parking lot. Contact local recycling businesses to see what kind of electronics that they accept and make sure they are willing to accept bulk drop-offs. Check to see if there are any additional fees for recycling certain items. Reach out to our uni and local businesses to sponsor the recycling drive. We can also use social media to spread the word out about our event and includes a list of accepted electronics. So how to make our AU greener is about making a difference and engaging in a green living action. There are just a handful of examples to help us get started. Thank you.
Thank you, Mariam. Muhammad Hamza will now share his presentation titled Let's Make Ajman University Greener.
Hi everyone, my name is Hamza from Engineering and IT College. Today I will talk about how to make AU greener. First of all, we have to add more indoor plants. Study shows that indoor plants naturally purify the air and provide health benefits, like fewer cold symptoms and improved behavior. So can AU put some plants in each class? Or the student can get plants and set them around the classes for extra credit or coupons, as I mentioned before. 2, to add more recycling bins. Simply add more bins, especially near every trash can, and clearly label them. Make it really easy for students to put the right stuff into the right bins. Third of all, schedule a trash day pickup. AU must pick a day every month or a week to gather all the students for collecting the plastic or the trash in AU. And for a reward for them, they get a free car wash or a coupon or a food coupon until it becomes a habit for everyone to make their environment greener. The last is to rely on natural light. Keep blinds and shades open to let the vitamin D in. Natural light leads to higher productivity and improves overall mood for students and teachers. Thank you.
Thank you, Muhammad. Now, Ahmed Samir will also share his presentation on how to reduce the pollution in Ajman University.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ahmed Samir from College of Engineering. I'm here today to talk about how to make Ajman University greener, and I will give some suggestions to reduce the pollution in the university. First suggestion is to reduce number of cars used in the university. This will help to reduce the air pollution in the university and reduce the harming of the ozone layer, and can be done by transporting by buses or sharing cars between groups of students instead of every student uses his own car. Second suggestion is recycling waste. This will decrease the consuming of plastic paper and papers and such things, which will reduce the industry's emissions that pollute air and water. And the way for this suggestion to succeed is to put recycling bins in the university campus, or by collecting the waste individual and take it to our recycling centers. Third suggestion is limit the use of pesticides, because it harms the plants, the soil, water, and the grass, and limit using it to prevent harming these things. Or to do it, it would be better to stop using it. Finally, thank you for listening, and I hope my suggestion can help to improve the environment and make AU greener.
Thank you, Ahmed. Now we will move on to Al-Hamza Ahmed Yassin Al-Naimi that will share his presentation on eco-friendly rules for a greener AU.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I am Al-Hamza Ahmed from the College of Engineering and IT. Today I will show some ideas and eco-friendly rules to make Ajman University more greener. The first idea, using energy supply. For examples of it, windows and panels that use solar, wind, or even water power. During past several years, the college become way eco-friendlier. The next point is transportation. It is not a secret that the cars are the biggest reason of pollution in the air in all over the world. Taking a public transportation like the buses, or having a bicycle if you are near the university will save the environment and will save your money. Other point, university should creating eco-friendly rules in a campus, like using LED light bulbs, reduce, reuse, recycle, use power bars, walk using bikes, and use public transport instead of cars, and turning off everything while you are using it. Using electronics instead of paper, electronics libraries, for example, and online testing programs. You may also have with taking notes electronically, like in iPads or laptops, in order to not to waste the papers. And the last point, and it is very important, is joining sustainability clubs. There is probably some kinds of green organization or clubs in your campus. It is useful for lobbying green initiatives in college. For instance, if you have a plan or proposal on how to make the campus more sustainable or greener. And that's it. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Al-Hamza. Now, Noor Muhammad Yunus will share her presentation titled, Let's Go Green.
Hello, everyone. My name is Noor Muhammad. I'm from Business Administration. I'll be talking about what is green to environment. So, green means to continually improve upon the manner that resources are utilized that results in reduced impacts to human health and the environment, and is done without sacrificing the current and future needs of our world. How to conserve water in universities' toilets. The less water you use, the less runoff and wastewater that eventually end up in the ocean. So, in order to conserve water, always shut the tap while rubbing hands with soap. Adding the touch-free automatic hand wash machine actives when hands are inserted only. Bike more, drive less environment. Cars emit high levels of CO2, which is the main cause of global warming. Biking more to university and driving less helps to reduce this amount of CO2 pollution, however, helps to exercise more. What to do with my books after graduation? Donate the books to your university library. Bring your gently used books to your university library. Recycle your unusable books. Sell them or give them away online. Finally, share awareness. Increase awareness by putting posters about the environment. Celebrate the World Environment Day, which is in 5 June from every year. Encourage students to include the recycled and reusable stuff in their graduation project. Avoid selling disposable goods in the university, such as paper towels, plastic bottles, and plastic bags. Start composting and recycling, which will help cut down our waste production. Thank you.
Thank you, Noor. Now, Talal Ziad will share his presentation talking about his strategy for a greener AU.
Hi, how are you? I am Talal Ziad from Business and Administration College. Today, I will tell you about my strategy to have a greener university. There are many steps and rules to have a greener university, such as using alternative and renewable energy, reducing use of chemicals and gases harmful to the environment, reducing the use of plastic and replacing it with paper bags and glass bottles. On campus, solar energy system help AU to shift to 100% clean, renewable energy. Campuses across the world are installing solar energy to save money and provide learning opportunities for students and achieve their climate goals. Solar energy is a key building blocks of a clean energy future. Pollution is free and safe, and solar energy is a clean and a renewable alternative to fossil fuels. Campuses are benefiting from solar energy opportunities. Many campuses have installed solar arrays in open space like rooftops and parking lots that are perfect to solar energy project. Solar energy offers many opportunities for college and universities, such as cost saving, collaboration, innovation, and leadership. College and universities are reducing batteries to solar energy use. College campuses are also uniquely suited to tackle the challenge with solar energy. Campuses are also college and researching and prototyping the next generation of solar cells. Engineering and programs can provide students with the pre-professional learning opportunities in design and production and oversight of on-campus solar farms. College can install solar energy on rooftops, in parking lots, and on marginal land close to where energy used. Benefits of solar panels for AU. Free energy from the sun, sustainability goals, boost credibility, independent power source, opportunities for breast coverage, low maintenance, solar works well on flat roofs. Conclusion. And finally, as solar power companies continue to build vast solar arrays to power stadium and big office complex, alternative and the universities are also playing an influent role. By setting example for adopting solar as financial and environmental necessities for organization within the environment community will be inspired to join the clean energy revolution as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Talal. Now we will move on to the Arabic presentations.
شكرا أختي كارين. أنا خالد سالم العفاري من كلية الهندسة وتقنية المعلومات بتخصص هندسة الحاسوب. حماية بيئتنا الجامعية. يوم نسأل السؤال هذا يدفعه سؤال آخر، ليش لازم نهتم ببيئتنا الجامعية؟ أو شو أهمية البيئة النظيفة؟ فأولاً هي محافظة على صحة الطلبة والمعلمين والعاملين فيها، لنحافظ على صحتهم. ثانياً تعبر عن ثقافة طلبة جامعة عجمان وحرص جامعة عجمان على البيئة الخاصة بها وتعبرها للمجتمع الإمارات. ثالثاً تحفيز معنويات الطلبة في أيام يكون فيها الطالب مضغوط من الامتحانات أو مستصعب بعض الدروس فيكون متوتر قلق. فوجود البيئة النظيفة والبيئة الجيدة يحفزه على استرخائه ويحفز معنوياته. الناس يوم يشتغلون في بيئة نظيفة يكونوا مرتاحين، مسترخين، متفائلين، فيأثر هذا على علاقتهم مع الناس، مع الطلبة، مع أولياء الأمور، الناس من خارج الجامعة، وكذلك يزيد إنتاجيتهم. نعم. عشان نحمي البيئة الجامعية لازم نبدأ بالفئة الأهم وهي فئة الطلبة، لأنهم الغالبية العظمى من الجامعة وهم الأكثر احتكاكاً بالمرافق الجامعية مثل الصفوف، الاستراحات، الحرم الجامعي. وفي بعض الحلول الموجهة للطلبة هي التوعية الدورية للطلبة، مثل عبارات إرشادية في الحرم الجامعي، في أكرمكم الله في دورة المياه، في الصفوف. فهذا الشيء ينبه الطالب على أهمية البيئة. ثانياً عقوبات للطلبة الذين يؤذون الجامعة بشكل عام، أي إيذاء للبيئة بشكل عام. فحين يرى الطالب، يشوف الطالب زميله أو صديقه يؤذي البيئة، يمشي على النباتات، يرمي القمامة بأي شكل من الأشكال، فتدريجياً يأخذ هذه العادات تدريجياً، فيأخذها ويستمر على العادات هذه، وتنتشر هذه العادات تدريجياً بين طلبة جامعة عجمان. ثالثاً برنامج خاص مخصص للحلول البيئية، مثل ما شفتوا زملائي وزميلاتي أفكارهم المبدعة والرائعة ما شاء الله. فهذا البرنامج راح يكون فيه مثل هالأفكار الرائعة، يكون فيها حلول للأفكار هذه، إضافات، تحسينات، ويكون في مثل تصوير في البرنامج هذا، التصوير للمشاكل الموجودة في الجامعة يعني، ونتناقش فيها ونكافئ الطلبة الحريصين على البيئة الجامعية عشان يكون البرنامج هذا نشط وفعال. وبعض الحلول الموجهة للجامعة هي استخدام مصابيح موفر للطاقة، مثل المصابيح المستشعرة للحركة. الحين يعني يوم يكون ماشي أشخاص في الكلاس ولا في الممر تنطفي هذه المصابيح، أو نستخدم مصابيح LED. نستخدم في بعض المرافق مثل غرفة الاجتماعات الطاقة صديقة للبيئة، لأن الطاقة الصديقة للبيئة مثل الطاقة الشمسية ما بتكون دوم متواجدة وفعالة و100% يعني شغالة، فنستخدمها في بعض المرافق عشان تكون شغالة بكفاءة. نوعي الجامعة، توعي المعلمين والعاملين فيها يستخدمون ورق أقل، مثل في موضوع يعني ما هو لازم يكتبونه على الورقة، يكتبونه رقميا في اللابتوب أو في الهاتف. والأجهزة الغير مستخدمة مثل بروجكت، مثل المصابيح، في بعض المصابيح غير مستخدمة وليس يعني ما لها داعي يطفونها. رابعا نستخدم أجهزة وأدوات تساعد في تقليل المياه، مثل في دورات المياه كرمكم الله الليزر، يوم نغسل يداتنا ونطلع يداتنا على طول يتسكر مجرى المياه الصنبور. ولا في المرشحات سقي النباتات، في مثل أداة نحطها في المرشحات هذه تسوي ضغط وتنشر الماء في مجال أكبر. خامسا نسوي تشجير للجامعة النباتات اللي ما تحتاج مياه، يعني ما تشرب مياه كثيرة، مثل النخيل وبعض النباتات الأخرى. وأخيرا وليس آخرا ندوات واجتماعات لتحسين البيئة الجامعية من قبل المعلمين والطلبة، ولازم ناخذ آراء العاملين فيها لأن عندهم فكرة مختلفة ونظرة مختلفة. وجزيل الشكر لكم لحسن استماعكم.
شكرا لك خالد على هالأفكار الرائعة. رح ننتقل لمنصور إبراهيم العوضي لنسمع عن كيف نعمل جامعة عجمان أكثر اخضراراً.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. معكم أخوكم منصور من كلية إدارة الأعمال تخصص المحاسبة. ونفس ما سمعنا عن الباقين، فمن أجل نحافظ على البيئة اخترت لكم 3 خطوات نحد من فنبدأ مع أول خطوة اللي هو رفع الوعي العام لقضايا البيئة. كيف؟ من خلال ترشيد باستخدام موارد طبيعية ومنع، ومن طرف آخر يعني نمنع ونحد من تدهور أو تلوث الموارد الطبيعية. الشيء الثاني بيكون عندنا إدارة النفايات الصلبة. كيف؟ ننفذ مشاريع مع إعادة تدوير النفايات الصلبة وبالتالي نستخدمها كموارد الطاقة. الشيء الثالث يكون عندنا ترشيد استخدام الطاقة وهو أكثر إسرافا. بيكون الحل من خلال تركيب مصابيح كهربائية مرتبطة بكاشفات الحركة. ليش؟ لأن تعمل عن طريق حركة الجسم، وبالتالي نقدر نأمن على الممتلكات، ونفس ما قال لكم من شوي أخونا خالد. وشكرا.
شكرا منصور على هالأفكار الحلوة. بننتقل لعبد الله أحمد الحمادي اللي رح يحكي لنا عن بيئة جامعية خضراء.
السلام عليكم، معاكم أخوكم عبد الله الحمادي. نتكلم اليوم عن بيئة جامعية خضراء. الجامعة الخضراء يطلق هذا الاسم للجامعات التي تستطيع تلبية احتياجاتها وتتعامل بالمستوى الذي يحقق مبدأ التنمية المستدامة مع كافة مكونات البيئة من الموارد الطبيعية كالطاقة والمياه دون المساس بقدرة الإنسان أو مساعدة الإنسان. ومن خلال هذا التعريف يمكن لجامعة عجمان أن تكون من الجامعات الخضراء الصديقة للبيئة إذا استخدمت بعض الأمور التالية. كيف تجعل جامعة عجمان صديقة للبيئة؟ أولاً، استخدام الطاقة النظيفة مثل الطاقة الشمسية لتوليد الكهرباء، تقليل استخدام الورق، التقليل من استخدام المواد البلاستيكية، إعادة تدوير. أولاً، استخدام الطاقة النظيفة مثل الطاقة الشمسية لتوليد الكهرباء. وفقاً لمعهد الدراسات البيئية والطاقة، تنتج المباني 30% من انبعاثات ثاني أكسيد الكربون عالمياً. يمكننا تخفيض نسبة الانبعاثات من خلال استخدام ألواح توليد الطاقة الشمسية، حيث أنه يمكننا تقليل ذلك من خلال تخصيص مبنى في الجامعة يعمل على الطاقة الشمسية بالكامل، تبديل الإنارة الخارجية بإنارة مزودة بألواح شمسية. ثانياً، تقليل استخدام الورق. يمكننا الاستغناء قدر الإمكان عن استهلاك الورق من خلال تحويل كافة الرسائل الخارجية والداخلية إلى رسائل إلكترونية، تحويل كافة الواجبات والامتحانات من الورق إلى الحاسوب، تقليل البروشورات الخاصة بالإعلانات واستبدالها بإرسال بريد إلكتروني. ثالثاً، التقليل من استخدام المواد البلاستيكية. يعرف بأن النفايات البلاستيكية تؤثر على البيئة، فهذا النوع من النفايات لا يتحلل إلا بعد مرور آلاف السنين، مما يسبب أضراراً كارثية على البيئة. يمكننا الحد من هدر نفايات البلاستيك من خلال استبدال جميع المواد المصنوعة من البلاستيك وعبوات المياه إلى عبوات زجاجية ومواد صديقة للبيئة. وآخراً، إعادة تدوير. في الآونة الأخيرة ظهرت عدة شركات لإعادة تدوير، حيث أن شركة استي يمكنها إعادة تدوير الأدوات المستخدمة في الجامعة مثل الطاولات والكراسي إلى آخره. لذلك يمكن لجامعة عجمان أن تتعاقد مع الشركة لإعادة تدوير الأثاث القديم المستهلك واستبداله بجديد معاد تدويره. كذلك يمكننا التعاقد مع شركة لإعادة تدوير النفايات. وبذلك نختم هذا الموضوع، وشكرا لكم لاستماعكم.
شكرا لك عبد الله على هالأفكار الحلوة. ننتقل أخيرا وليس آخرا محمد كمال مع جامعة عجمان صديقة للبيئة.
السلام عليكم، أنا الطالب محمد كمال من جامعة عجمان، تخصص هندسة معدات طبية وتقنية معلومات. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. كيف يمكن نحن نخلي جامعة عجمان من أفضل الجامعات على مستوى البيئة؟ هنا في طرق عديدة، مثل الاستفادة من الكمية الهائلة من الأوراق وزجاجات المياه والأقلام في إعادة تدويرها. كلنا نعرف إنه أهمية إعادة التدوير في مجتمعنا، وكيف يمكن نجعل جامعة بيئة أفضل لنا وللأجيال القادمة وللطلاب القادمين إن شاء الله. نصنع مصنعنا الخاص. كل طالب قادر أن يجعل جامعته بأفضل صورة ممكنة بطرق عديدة، مثل لديك الكثير من الكتب والأقلام يمكن إعادة تدويرها. يمكن أيضا الاستفادة من كمية المياه المكيفة الهائلة الموجودة في الجامعة، وكيف نقدر نوديها وكيف نقدر نستفاد منها. وهناك العديد من الأفكار الموجودة يمكن الاستفاد منها، لا تنتهي لكنها تنمو وتنجح. أفكار أخرى: العمل الجماعي والندوات التي تشجع الطلاب على المشاركة في الأعمال التطوعية التي تجعل جامعتك بشكل أفضل للبيئة وتجعلها خضراء. وإذا كنت محب للبيئة في منزلك وجامعتك، سوف تغير العالم إلى الأفضل إذا تركنا الحروب وذهبنا إلى العمل. ما يمكن إعادة تدويره في الجامعة: زجاجات المياه، الورق، الكتب والأقلام والأدوات البلاستيكية وأشياء أخرى. كيف يمكنك تغير جامعة عجمان إلى الأفضل؟ من خلال العمل الجماعي، تفرقة القمامة لتسهيل إعادة تدويرها، الاستفادة من كل الموارد الموجودة بداخل الجامعة وخارجها، الندوات وتشجيع الطلاب على المنافسة بأفضل مشروع، تزويد المساحات الخضراء في خارج الجامعة. شكرا، وأتمنى أن يكون الشرح بسيط.
Thank you very much for all the students, and it was really a great session. We learned a lot about innovative ideas, and some of them can be applicable on campus. And I assure you that we will take many of your ideas into consideration. Before we close this session, I would like to open the floor for any questions, or if anyone has anything to be clarified from our dear attendees. This is your time. You can either raise your hand and we will choose you to speak, or you can drop the question in the chat box and we will make sure to answer it.
It seems there is no questions.
Let's give them 1 minute. Maybe they are still typing.
Yes. Thank you all, and I'm really so proud of you, really. Thank you for your ideas, for your presentation. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Exactly, Dr. Zakaria. This is very important. It is important to spread the ideas around you, not only for the sake of this session, but you have to, be a role model to everyone around you. Because as the title of this session suggests, our youth are the key to a sustainable future. And that's why we need to really focus on our efforts to educate everyone around us. You as students are the role models for the ones who are younger than you. And we are the role models for you. So it is the duty for each and every one of you to really take action to combat climate change. Okay, I believe we don't have any questions. I would like to thank everyone for this important session, and I would like to inform you that we will have a similar session once every semester. So if anyone would like to join this session, feel free to drop me an email at ehs@ajman.ac.ae, or you can just, leave a message here in the chat. And it is also important to fill in the form in case you didn't do that yet, because I'm going to send the link to receive your certificate to those